What would happen if you walked away from society completely and stayed gone for 27 years? No phone, no electricity, no conversations, not a single human interaction, just endless forests, brutal winters, and absolute silence. This is the true story of a man who did exactly that. A man who vanished from the world and survived alone for almost 3 decades. His name was Christopher Knight, and what he learned in those 27 years is something almost no one else alive has ever experienced. Before he became a legend, Christopher Knight was an ordinary, painfully shy young man from Maine. He wasn't dangerous, not troubled, not running from a crime. He simply didn't feel comfortable around people. One day in 1986, at age 20, he quietly got into his car and drove south. No map, no plan, only the feeling that he needed to leave. He kept driving until the road narrowed, the trees thickened, and the last signs of civilization faded behind him. Then, he parked the car, took the keys out, and walked into the forest. Hours turned into days, days into weeks, until Knight realized something astonishing. He didn't want to go back. He found a remote patch of woods near North Pond, so hidden that even experienced hikers never stumbled across it. The forest canopy was so dense it looked like a living umbrella. Knight chose a small clearing between giant boulders and decided, this is home. He built a tiny camp, just a tent, a tarp, and a few pots. For warmth, he layered blankets and wore the same clothes for years. For light, he used the moon. For food, he took only what he needed. Knight never hunted. He didn't destroy the land. Instead, he quietly borrowed supplies from nearby summer cabins, always careful, always silent. He left no footprints, no broken twigs, no signs he had ever been there. For 27 winters, in temperatures that dropped to -20, he survived alone, wrapped in layers, melting snow for water, listening to the wind tear across the lake. Most people can barely handle a weekend without their phone. Knight went almost 3 decades without hearing another human voice. He never spoke, not a single word, for years at a time. And strangely, he said it brought him peace. Later, when he was finally caught, he described his mind as becoming lighter, quieter, almost transparent. He spent hours watching the sunrise melt through the trees. He memorized every bird call. He learned how snow sounds different, depending on the temperature. He listened to his thoughts slow until they almost disappeared. But everything changed in 2013. After a long string of tiny food thefts, local police set up silent alarms. One night, Knight entered a camp kitchen and walked straight into a trap. The officer who arrested him said, he looked like a ghost, pale, thin, but calm, like we were waking him from a dream. After 27 years alone, the hermit had returned to society. When asked what he learned from his decades alone, Knight said 3 things. First, that silence is not empty. It's full of answers. Second, that most people talk to avoid hearing themselves think. And third, that happiness is simpler than we believe. It's not about comfort or achievement. It's about attention. He said the happiest moment of his life wasn't returning home, but watching a single leaf fall from a tree in perfect silence. In a world louder and more crowded than ever, Christopher Knight's story reminds us, sometimes the most extraordinary journey is the one that takes you inward. And if stories like this fascinate you, the strange, the quiet, the unbelievable, make sure you subscribe. There are so many more true stories waiting for you.